Joined now by Justin Tafa, UFC heavyweight, heading into the fight with Jared Vanderaa this weekend. Should be an interesting one. Both of you love to stand and bang. Bit frustrating last time out, that split decision. How pleased are you to get back at it, get back in there against a game opponent?
Yeah, good. It was a bit hard done by my last fight, so all I can do is keep putting on a show, like fight my heart out. And I don't know if he likes to stand and bang, but I can stand and bang, that's for sure.
It's been a roller coaster since you joined the UFC. How have you found it? Because you were just putting people away before you came to the promotion. You've had a lovely knockout in the UFC as well. How's the overall experience been for you so far?
It's been good, man. I've been able to travel. Went to Houston, went to Abu Dhabi, and now I'm back here in the States in Vegas. I felt like I've been given some time to learn. I joined the UFC after 3 fights and 3 rounds, basically. So it's been a lot of learning during these last few fights, but really blessed, man.
Do you think that's allowed you to evolve then, going the distance in your last fight? Did that help put some miles on the tank in a good way?
Yeah, for sure. I always put the rounds in when it comes to sparring, but sparring isn't the same as fighting. And I knew Carlos wanted to chuck me to the deep waters and test me, so it was good to show the other heavyweights, what I'm like in the later rounds.
So Jared's last fight was a second round loss to Sergey Spivak, ground and pound. What do you make of him? He won on the Contender Series against Harry Hunsucker in 2020. Have you had a good look at him? What kind of threat does he have for you?
Yeah, he's all right. I wouldn't. I don't know. I didn't see much of him. To be honest, he's not a real good fighter. He's not a real good striker. He's not a real outstanding grappler. He's just blasé on both. So he's just a big boy that punches long.
Coming out of New Zealand, do you think this is a golden age for Kiwi MMA? There seems to be just so many quality fighters coming out that part of the world. What is happening? Is this something special going on? Why now?
I think more people are just putting the rugby ball down and putting on the 4-ounce gloves, I reckon. Man, we've always been good at fighting and we're good at rugby, and there's a lot of grappling in rugby. So I feel like we've made a good smooth transition, a lot of the boys like Volkanovski, they were former rugby players, and now look at the man, he can hold his own when it comes to the grappling side of things, and he's a world champ. So Australia and New Zealand, man, I feel like this is the golden age of MMA for sure.
I was seeing you fighting at Tiger for a while. I'm always interested. I'm out in Malaysia right now, so I'm always interested of what's going on in Phuket. So many champions coming together at that, and it's an amazing lifestyle over there. Are you intending to go back to Phuket once the pandemic improves a little bit?
Man, I would love to. Man, one of my favorite camps I was at Tiger Muay Thai in Phuket. But the only thing that will hold me back isn't the quality of coaches, but it'll be just the quality of sparring partners or training partners. Like that will be the only thing that hold me back from going back to Phuket, because probably the thing I enjoyed the most was being able to rub shoulders against a lot of other UFC fighters that were at the gym, like Khalil Rountree and Ion Kutalaba and a few guys in other promotions. So you don't get that kind of world-class training anywhere else, and especially in a place like Thailand where it's just nice and free, man.
Do you think we'll seeing you back there then? I mean, is that going to be the hindering factor, training partners? Because you seem pretty content there, and I know the lifestyle's unbelievable.
Yeah, for sure, man. If the numbers pick back up, I would love to go back there. And obviously all the protocols, if that eases up, and I already have to quarantine in Australia, man. I don't want to be quarantined anywhere else.
Where have you spent the bulk of this camp?
I did most of the camp at my home gym in Brisbane, NTG. I just made do what we can, you know, like NTG is predominantly a Muay Thai gym, but I've been getting some of the boys from our grappling gym to come and help out, and just getting heavyweights all over Brisbane just to come and try their hand.
How much of a student or a fan are you of MMA? Do you like to watch the fights each event? Do you keep a close eye on what's going on? Do you keep a close eye on the rankings?
Nah, not at all. I just like to fight, man. I wasn't even. I used to be a fan back in the day, you know, like with Nick Diaz and you know, Mark Hunt was there. Back in those days, man, I used to watch it a lot, but got a bit all theatrical these days, so I just kick back, man, and I just try to let my own knockouts do the talking.
How important is a world title in the UFC for you? You could argue that with Overeem leaving and Dos Santos leaving, the old guard has kind of moved out, and we need people like you, exciting, you know, you're 27 in your prime, kind of fresh air in the division, if that makes sense. How much is the world title in your thinking, or are you just going out there to enjoy each fight, make some money?
Yeah, man. You know, like right now, my main focus is just stringing some wins together and putting on good shows. You know, I think the crowd loves what I bring, and I still bring that old era of slugfists and knockouts, man. I'm not here to be hugging people's legs or anything, so I'll focus on that first. And you know, like once the wins are together and I make that top 15, then I'll look ahead.
Will you be putting Tony Ferguson on your Christmas card list? Because it looks like he's managed to get the bonuses up to 70K, which is a result, right? And you're a bit of a bonus merchant, right? You've got that about you, so that's a nice jump, isn't it?
Well, I don't know. I've been pretty unlucky of not getting bonuses my last 2 fights, so I'm not looking. You know, I won't be surprised if I won't get it again, but I thought I was deserving my last 2 performances of bonuses, man. So until I get a bonus, I can only just wait.
I'm interested, you know, your fellow Kiwi, Izzy, how do you think he gets on in his upcoming fight? It's an interesting one from Marvin Vettori because he's already beaten him by decision, but do you think he finishes him this time? Do you think Vettori's a threat?
Yeah, man, Vettori's good. You know, he's a good striking, good grappling, but I think Izzy learns a lot more than Marvin does from that last fight. You know, like I thought Izzy could have fought that better, and he still won. So next time around, he's not going to make the same mistakes.
Final one, mate. Anyone who's never seen a Justin Tafa fight, you know, Tafa gang, what can they expect?
Man, they expect a war. I'm coming to bring a war. I hope he brings the same energy.